Hello.
Hello, hello. This is a long overdue Q&A for um, the channel. Kind of a mini Q&A. I originally had planned to do this in January, and then obviously all those things happened, so I was unable to do so. But I'm finally able to do this with you now. I just ended stream about an hour and a half ago. And so I definitely wanted to get this recorded before I go to bed, or else it'll never get recorded. And I think we all know how procrastination works. So in Discord, I asked a lot of people in my Discord to come up with questions for me to answer for like a mini Q&A, if you will. So let's get to reading. So Alex is up first, and Alex has 3 questions. We'll go one by one. If you could have any mystical fantasy creature as a pet, which one would you pick and why? Mystical fantasy creature, so I think, Pokemon doesn't count for that. So I would say probably dragon? Maybe a pet dragon? Maybe. I'm not 100% clear. I'm not a big fan of like mystical fantasy stuff, so I haven't really thought about that. But maybe like a little baby dragon. Maybe a little one. Second question from Alex. What's your comfort music/song that you never get tired of? I'm a big fan of an artist named Yerin Beck. She is Korean, but she makes a lot of like really soulful jazz sound kind of stuff. I would highly recommend Popo, How Deep Is Your Love. I will link it down below. It's definitely one of my comfort songs if I'm just looking to like just vibe out and have a good one. I also am a big fan of Taeyeon. I will link some of her music down below as well. She's one of my favorite artists, period, and she's also Korean. I'm also really, I grew up on Sade, so I'm a big fan of Sade. I'll link some of my favorite Sade songs down below as well. And Alex's last question, what licensed character do you want to see in DBD no matter how unconventional or ridiculous? Well, when they added Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, I definitely was like, so you can do Last of Us. I would love to see either Joel or Ellie as a survivor, and I would love to see me a clicker. I think a clicker is something that is well known in the franchise. I'd like to see like a clicker with maybe Joel, Ellie, and maybe like a special skin of Abby from Last of Us Part 2 or something like that. Next set of questions are from Hack and Snack, aka Justin. Are there any games that everyone raves about but you've never played? Shadow of the Colossus. I've never played Shadow of the Colossus, but I hear so many good things about it, and I kind of wish I had that chance to play it when I was coming up, so I can get that affection for the game that other people do. I would also say any Legend of Zelda games. I never played those coming up. So yeah, a lot of people like the Legend of Zelda. I've never played them. I own Breath of the Wild, but I got to the intro and I was like, I'm intimidated. I don't want to play this. So I'm basically at start. Have I auditioned for anything else besides Glee? Yes, I have auditioned for The Voice. That went nowhere. Partner push when. I'm not really focused on numbers. I just kind of want to vibe, and if you enjoy my content, I think that'll speak for itself. I think that'll come naturally. The more people come around the stream, so I would say no partner push. If it happens, it happens. If I'm blessed with that opportunity, I'm blessed with that opportunity. Next up is Sang Spell, aka Jamie. What is the most recent music I've listened to? I have been listening to a lot of K-pop, actually. I'm listening to a lot of K-pop. I've been really into Boca by Dreamcatcher. I've listened to a lot of Chloe and Halle. Gallant recently came back with a couple of songs. I've been listening to some of Gallant's music as well, so I'll link some of that below if you all care about any of that I just talked about. Who, in your opinion, is your favorite most recent K-pop musician? I probably would say ITZY. I really enjoy ITZY's music. I know it's a little bit out there, but I definitely fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy, especially Not Shy. That was a bop. I will also link that down below for you all to listen to. It's great. White Castle or Culver's? White Castle. White Castle will always be my go-to with the drinks that are way too large. Like a large is like an extra large, and an extra large is like jumbo. Like that'll definitely be my go-to. But I don't eat their burgers. I only eat like mozzarella sticks and French fries and chicken wings and milkshakes. The Culver slaps though. Next set of questions are from Chris. How did you decide to start streaming? I joined Twitch in 2015 because Omrecker started streaming on Twitch, and I was a big fan of him from YouTube, so I kind of followed him over to Twitch. And then I just really vibed with like a lot of different communities, but I also had really bad encounters with other streamers where people would cross boundaries and they would, or take advantage of their communities. And so I definitely was like, well, if they can have communities like that, I definitely want to start my own and provide a safe space for other people. So that's why I started streaming, because I definitely wanted to kind of make my own community, if you will. If you could design a skin for any character in DBD, what would it look like? I would just want Claudia to get better wigs. I'm not sure of a design per se, but I just want Claudia to have better wigs, better hair. Stop giving her these Party City wigs, please. Do better. You do so good with Adam. Please do better. Why did you decide to have penguin mascots? Please hold. So I worked at the Shed Aquarium, which is a very popular tourist attraction here in Chicago, and I love penguins. I've always loved penguins. They've always been one of my favorite animals. But I got this guy from the souvenir shop, and I named him Pedro. So one of my favorite movies is The Three Caballeros. I think you can find it on Disney Plus. It's currently streaming right now. But there was a short about a penguin who just wanted to live in a tropical climate, if you will. He just wanted to go to Mexico and live in a tropical climate. And so when I got this guy, wow, look at the color shift. Sorry, I'm a child. When I first got this Pedro, I love penguins, and so having OG Pedro, when I started streaming, I was like, everybody has something. Some people have emotes of themselves, some people have mascots, and so I just decided, I was like, why not just have Pedro and have an updated version of Pedro? And now we have Luz, and who knows, maybe we'll have some more penguin mascots in the future. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I've always loved penguins, and they're my favorite animals, and I'm surprised at how many people also love penguins as much as I do. I've met so many other streamers who or people have stopped by just because of my picture on Twitch being a penguin. So it's good to know that there are other mutual penguin lovers out there. It's kind of made the job a lot more fun. Okay, next up is Chipotle. Chipotle says, what are your top 5 favorite movies and top 5 favorite shows? I don't really watch TV like that, so that one's kind of if you were talking in terms of anime though, that's a little different. So my top 5 are Inuyasha, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Death Parade, and I would say probably Death Note in my top 5. No, I take that back. Actually, take DBZ out completely. DBZ is like 6. Code Geass. So Inuyasha, Code Geass, Sailor Moon, Death Parade, Death Note. Those are my top 5 in terms of anime TV shows. I don't really watch TV like that, so kind of had to give you that. Sorry. In terms of movies though, favorite movie, I kind of only have 2 movies I really enjoy, and that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, because I always wanted to do that, and so I think it would be like super cool to just play hooky and take the day off of school and lead a parade and all that. So that's my top 1. And then my second favorite is Memoirs of a Geisha. I actually read the book in high school, and then when the movie came out, I was a huge fan of it. And yeah, I don't really watch movies like that either. I'm weird. I'm sorry for all you cinema heads out there, but I've disappointed you and I'm sorry. If you could date any celebrity, who would it be and why? Who would it be and why? Any celebrity? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think of it that way. I think I try to like distance myself so far from celebrities, so I don't have that kind of view of them. I don't know. Evan, ooh. Besides penguins, what are 3 of your favorite animals that typically aren't pets? And no cats, no dogs. Ooh, yikes. That aren't penguins? I like seals. Seals are cool. Elephants are pretty rad. Elephants, and you said not dogs, so I had to actually think about this one. And manatees. I don't know why it took me so long to think of manatees, but I always adored manatees. They're so cute. I saw a few of them a couple of years ago when I was in Florida, and I like squealed like a little baby. I love manatees. They're so cute. They're so fat. They're so cute. My little sea cows. Next up we have Loon. Hold on. Pause for a moment. You auditioned for Glee. Tell me more. Yeah. So I auditioned for Glee, for the Glee Project season 2, I believe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was at McCormick Place in Chicago. Did that, and that's about it. If you were an Animal Crossing villager, what animal would you be and which personality type? Completely optional challenge mode. You cannot say penguin. Well, I'm not going to say penguin. I would just be Molly. I would be Molly. Just Molly. Molly or Maple. That's it. Molly or Maple. That would be me to a T. Next up is from Belle. What is a life lesson you've learned since streaming on Twitch? You can't make everybody happy. And I would also say a couple of lessons. You can't make everybody happy, and protect your boundaries. For sure. Because you are just yourself, and you can only be yourself the most genuine way you know how to be. And people are either going to gravitate towards that or they're not. And if they're not willing to get to know you and get to know your community or what your content's about, then they're just not meant for you. And then protect your boundaries. Don't be afraid to tell people, like, I don't really fuck with that, and I don't really want to talk about that with you. I've had to block a lot of people being really weird, and cut a lot of people off for being very strange. So protect your energy. So I would say be yourself and protect your energy and your boundaries. What is the best thing to come out of streaming so far? Man, the community, honestly. I couldn't ask for a better community. You guys are phenomenal and amazing in every way, just from the way you not only support me and the content I do, but the way you support each other. And I think that was my ultimate goal with streaming. So any achievement, any goal that comes my way is strictly just a bonus. Because I feel like I have a pretty dope community that supports each other and is respectful to everybody they come across. And I'm a lucky duck. I would say so. What are your goals with streaming for 2021? I guess continuing to provide a space for other people. I would love to get featured in an article. I would love to work with behavior in Dead by Daylight. I would love to do that. I would love to get a little closer. I would say that. And last question is from Bellamy, aka Acidic Puma. If you wanted to make yourself feel most beautiful and had any clothes you wanted, what would you wear? Honestly, I feel the most beautiful in just like a sweater and like pajama pants, honestly. Because I'm the most comfortable, and I feel like if you're going to be the most comfortable, go with that. But if I were like going out somewhere, honestly, maybe like a nice blouse, a leather jacket, skinny jeans, and boots. And I would be feeling like the cutest cucumber in the coop. That didn't make sense. But that's about it in terms of questions. I really enjoyed the Q&A. I would love to do more of these in the future so you guys can get to know me a little better. But until then, that's about it. That's about all I got. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys either on stream, social media, or next week. Bye bye.